Hello, how to evaluate with that calculator 5 to the power of 7 minus 6. So we need to find the value of 5 to the power of 7, then we subtract 6 from it. Now, let's do it this way. This is minus 6, and I can simply have this as 5 power 7 minus 6 is simply 5 plus 1, right? Now, the next step will be for me to use this negative here to multiply everything inside this bracket. I have 5 to the power of 7 minus 5 minus 1. Now, the next thing I'm going to do will be to express this 7 here as summation of 6 and 1. So what I'm going to have is 5 to the power of this is 6 plus 1 minus 5 minus 1. Now, if you have a power n plus m, which is in the form of what we have here, this will simply give you a power n times a power m. If this is the case, that means this will give us 5 power 6 times 5 to the power of 1 minus 5 minus 1. And from here, don't forget that 5 to the power of 1 is 5. So this is just like writing 5 to the power of 6 times 5 minus 5 minus 1. There is 5 here, and there is 5 here. I can decide to factor that out. So once I do that, I'm going to have 5 to the power of, or 5 times, not 5 to the power of, that is 5 times, here is 5 to the power of 6. Then I have, if you divide this 5 by this 5, I'm going to have 1. So I have minus here 1, and this is minus 1 outside the bracket. Now, the next thing I can do is, you see this 6 here? I can express it as product of 3 and 2. I have 5 times 5 to the power of this is 3 times 2 minus 1, and this is minus 1 here. And don't forget this, that if you have a power n times m, this equals a power n raised to the power of m. I apply this right here. So that means I'm simply going to have 5 times, this is 5 to the power of 3, and this is raised to the power of 2 minus 1. And this one here, I can as well raise it to the power of 2, because 1 to the power of any number will give you 1. So 1 to the power of 2 is 1. Have you seen it? Then I close my bracket, then I have minus 1 here. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can make use of difference of 2 squares, because if you have a power 2 minus b power 2, this equals a minus b times a plus b. So in this case, the 5 power 3 here acts as our a, and the 1 acts as our b. So this will simply give us 5 times a minus b, as 5 power 3 minus b1 times the same thing again, 5 to the power of 3 plus 1, and this is minus 1. Now, the next thing we need to do is to find the value of 5 power 3. This equals 5 times 5 times 5, and this equals 125. 5 times 5, 25, 25 times 5 is 125. So what I'm going to have is 5 times this is 125. Instead of writing 5 power 3, I have 125 minus 1 times 125 plus 1, and this is minus 1. So at this point, we can simply have 5 times 125 minus 1. This is 124. 125 plus 1, this is 126. Then I have minus 1. So now, what we need to do is to multiply 124 times 126. So this 124 here, I can decide to express it as summation of 124. I have 5 times this is 100 plus 24, which gives me 124 times 100 plus 26, which gives me 126. And this is minus 1. So this is in the form of A plus B, A plus C. So if you have A plus B times A plus C, for you to expand this, you make use of A squared plus A times B plus C plus B times C. Then factor in this A, B, and C right here. Remember, there is 5 here and there is minus 1 here. You have A squared, that is 100 power 2 plus 100 times B plus C. This is 24 plus 25 or 26. B, C is 26. Have you seen it? Plus this is 24 times 26. So we are going to have 100 squared, that is 10,000. Then plus 100 times 24 plus 26. This is 50. Then we have plus 24 times 26. If you multiply this out, this is just will give you 624. You can multiply this out on your own if you don't know how to do it. So this will give us 624. Then what we are going to do is to multiply this out. So we are simply going to have this is 10,000 plus this is 5,000. 50 times 100 is 5,000. Then we have plus 624. And everything here will give you 10,000 plus 5,000, 15,000 plus 624 will give you 15,624. Now, that is for that. Remember, there's 5 here and there's minus 1 here. So we need to multiply that by 5. I have 5 times 624 minus 1. All right, to multiply this out, so let me write it this way. I can have 1,5,6,2,4. Then I have times 5. And I have minus 1. So let's multiply this out. 5 times 4, that is 20. So have 0 and carry over 2. So 5 times 2, that is 10. 10 plus 2, that is 12. I have 2 and carry over 1. 5 times 6, that is 30. 30 plus 1, that is 31. I have 1 and carry over 3. So I have 5 times 5, that is 25. 25 plus 3, that is 28. I have 8 and carry over 2. 5 times 1, that is 5. 5 plus 2, that is 7. I have this. And remember, there is minus 1. So you have 78,120 minus 1. You subtract this 1 here from the 20. You have 78119 because 20 minus 1 is 19. So therefore, you can say that 5 to the power of 7 minus 6 equals 78,119. And we have achieved this without any form of calculator or whatsoever. Please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends. Drop a comment. I will gladly appreciate that. Thank you for doing so, and see you again. Don't forget to like this video as well. Thank you.